Welcome to the Speculator's Edge, where super performance begins. My name is Lewis Berg, and I am the founder of the Speculator's Edge. Today we're going to go over what Wall Street doesn't want you to know. This is a concept of buying low and selling high, and there is a huge misconception, but when you figure it out and you figure out how to do it and you do it properly, you will make a lot of money. And yeah, Wall Street doesn't want you making money. Well, guess what? We're going to be making some money. And this is how you do this. So we're going to go over a couple of charts. We're going to go over the technicals. And I'm going to show you the misconception of buying low. Because with buying low, a lot of people will conceive it as it's low in price. Well, low in price, what do you mean by low in price? You think 50 cents is low in price? Do you think $1 is low in price? I mean, that within itself is a pretty big misconception. So the actual way of buying low and selling high is when a stock is in an uptrend and the stock has made a major run, maybe 25% from the low to the high, such as you can see with ELY or Callaway Golf. Down here at 1079, it goes up to $21.57. Well, if you look at the moving averages are going to tell you, they're going to show you the direction of the trend. And with this here, if you look at the low at $10.79 all the way up to $21.57, you got a over 100% increase, okay, in price within itself. That's a good run. This is what you want to see in a stock price before you start buying. You don't ever want to be buying down into a downtrend, okay, because that's actually illogical from thinking when buying, because you're buying to make money. So you're going to buy when that price starts moving upwards and when it's in an uptrend. Okay, that's part of momentum buying or price momentum buying. So as you can see with Callaway, like I said, it made a 100% run, and then it consolidates, does this consolidation right here. As you can see, it kind of goes in a flat range, but then there's huge volume, huge selling volume, and it drops. Okay, well, all the moving averages have been moving up. Okay, so you got the 200 at the red, and the cyan is the 150-day. The dark blue is going to be your 50-day, okay? And then the other ones are going to be your 20-day and your 10-day SMA. Okay, so as this stock is, as it drops right here, the price starts moving back up, okay? Well, during the price structure will start moving, of course, up and down, but sometimes it'll get a little volatile. It'll get a little volatile like this right here. And so this is the concept of buying low and selling high. So as this stock drops and you're watching the price, if it's on your radar and you're watching the price move up, okay, it gets this point, it gets this little high intraday, $19.19, or for this day right here on the 9th of November of 2020. Okay, so what you're going to do is you might not want to buy just right there, because when you have a gap down, especially like this right here, I mean in price from one day, is a pretty big drop from the close of that day to the low of that day is 24%. Okay, that's a pretty big drop. Not only that could be a breakaway gap to the downside. And so you don't want to be buying into this, because it's illogical, because you don't know, the price could literally plummet from here. I mean, it could straight down. I mean, it could go and get back to the lows at $10.79. And yeah, let's talk about that kind of drop right there. Yeah, you're going to be losing a lot. And matter of fact, let's go see what that is. That's nearly 45%. Yeah, not good. Not good. So it's illogical to be buying down when you have that downtrend or a gap like that down. It's illogical to be buying then. So what you got to do is you got to let price conform and get back to its ways, okay? So it's got to start moving up, and it's got to start showing some strength, and it's got to start showing some good demand, heavy demand, you know. As you can see, there was a lot of shares right here, you know, being bought. Not too much selling, but really good high-powered buying right in here, you know. I mean, you're looking at you know, 2 million, nearly 3 million shares being bought on one day, okay, at what's the price here? At $21.91 or, you know, $21.62. I mean, you do the math, and that's a lot of money. That's $60 million or plus, you know, of buying. That ain't your aunt. That ain't your Aunt Betty. That ain't your Uncle Jim, or whoever in your family ain't buying that. That's called institutions buying. Okay, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money going in that stock. Okay, so here's the concept with this. When you buy low, okay, so you let the stock in price, you know, come back and manage itself, and you wait for pivot points. And these pivot points I will explain more as I go through more educational videos. And just to remind you that this is for educational purposes only. These stocks are for educational purposes only. I'm not recommending any stocks. I'm not doing any of that. So, and if you're going to trade these stocks as I'm talking about them, well, do your own due diligence of homework, and take responsibility for your own actions when you trade, because I'm not at fault. You're at fault if you mess up. So you're going to trade this stock, so you're going to let this stock do its thing, okay? As this gap down right here, you want to see this gap really covered, okay? And what I mean by covered is you want to see price like this right here. You want to see price start covering this close right here, okay? And it does, not great volume, but I mean, it's okay volume. It's decent volume. So this is where your pivot point would be at $19.19. This guy right here, okay? So this is where the concept of buying low is going to be it right here. And once you figure this out, and you figure out how to do it, and you figure out how to manage it, you can make a lot of money. And it really doesn't take much time either. So your pivot point, your buy low, is going to be at $19.19, okay? So you're going to be buying right here on this breakout, on this day right here. Okay, well now if you look, of course, from $19.19 as it breaks out, look at this stock. It goes up to $32.59. That's nearly 100% within, you know, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 months, nearly 4 months, okay, give or take. So here's the other thing. So when you're buying low, okay, you're going to be buying low within a pattern, as what they call chart patterns, or within the base. And I will be explaining more about chart patterns and bases and stage 2 analysis, your cycles, which will be your stage 1, your stage 2, your stage 3, your stage 4. I'm going to be going over all this in more videos as I proceed. Right now, this is just a starting point for what I want to give to you knowledge-wise right now. So let's get back to this here for Callaway Golf, okay? So right here today, if you're going to be buying low, this is going to be a buying low concept, okay? So we got this nice move, nearly 100%, okay, again, and all moving averages are in an uptrend, and they're moving upwards, okay? So where you want to be buying this stock is, well, at near $31.36 is where you want to be buying this stock, because of the chart pattern. This is what's called a double bottom with a handle right here. But don't worry about that yet. So as this is breaking out, it's breaking out from the pivot point, and this is the concept of buying low, okay? So you're going to be buying this at around $31.36. You can wait for that, but also there's another point that within the handle, or like in this little consolidation area, this could be a buy low as well. So at $30.52, if you wanted to wait for that breakout, okay, you can take that, and that'll be still a concept of buying low, okay, because this stock could keep moving. It could move up in a tremendous way, and that's when you're going to be, you know, selling high. And how I sell mine, of course, I have a stop loss, and usually my stop loss, which is my risk, is usually about 5%. Okay, so what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a reward of anywhere between 10 to 20%. I would love to have 30, 40%, 50%, of course. It's difficult to ride those waves, but with a good strategy, you can ride those waves and make more. But I'm really, you know, you really need to work on the trading process itself, and that really is the trading process with itself, how to manage risk management, and not only that, position sizing, of course, and I will be going over those as well, educational purposes again. So as we're breaking out at $30.52, this stock here is reaching this pivot point, okay? As you can see, the high was at $31.36, so it reached this high within the double bottom, within that V right there, okay? And that's a pretty good sign that we could have some more upside. So the chances of you actually playing in this momentum is pretty good. So it's going to be a high probability trade. We'll see about that tomorrow. So here's part of the misconception of buying low. So most people would say, okay, well, this price right here at $6.31 is low. Okay, yeah, it's low, but you know what? This stock has been it took a beating, and you know what? It's been going down and is in a downtrend. You're not going to be buying in a downtrend. It's illogical to be doing that. When all these moving averages are down, you're going to literally lower the probability of you successfully latching on to a major winner, to that super performer. And yeah, we're not going to do that. That's illogical. It goes against our rules. It goes against everything that we know in trading, okay? So if you think $6.31 is cheap, well, try bankruptcy all the way down to 0 cents. Okay. Yeah, you get the point, because this stock could keep just dropping and dropping and dropping. And of course, if you look right here, well, what does it do? Oh, it keeps dropping. It looks like it's going to move up right here throughout these months, but then all of a sudden it starts dropping and it makes a new low. It makes a new 52-week low at $4.67. Yeah, that's not good. So it's a huge misconception on that buying low, okay? You know, you might think low is a cheap price, but you got to understand, well, what is a cheap price? How do you know that it's a cheap price, okay? And like I said, how you're going to know it's a cheap price is when it goes through its consolidation. When that stock is in that major uptrend, that stage 2 uptrend, when institutions are buying like crazy, they're buying at lower prices, okay, and they're dipping down here like this, and they're buying at those points, okay. This is a concept of buying low, and so as you go through and you go through more charts and you learn more, you're going to see that. You're going to get the idea of how that works, and the misconception hopefully dies, and you understand how to buy low and start selling high. So like this chart, like I said, no, I would never buy into that. We would never buy into that. This is BS. It's trash. It's garbage. Any company can go bankrupt at any time. It doesn't matter who it is. But you know, we don't buy technically into a downtrend. We buy when the price is moving up. So for instance, again, so let's go over, this is Laurel Space and Communications, this stock here. So here's a concept, another concept, of course, buying low. Okay, so you have this nice run right here from low to high, okay, of 237%, okay, near that. Okay, that's a huge run, okay. You got your moving averages moving up. This is all telling you that we're working within an uptrend. And that's what we want. We have to be in an uptrend in order to be buying, in order to make money, okay? The price has to. And these moving averages tell you very well with that, okay? So when you're buying low, your buying low is going to be at like $39.83 right here at this. This is the pivot point, okay? There's one point of doing that, okay? Now, as the stock is going through this consolidation basing this pattern, which is more of a rounding bottom here, your next pivot point where you're going to buy low is going to be around $42.62. And once you catch that price momentum, that stock has no resistance, or it has resistance at $50.85. Let me rephrase that. So once it's at $42.62 and you buy, let's say you buy right there, the chances of it going to $50.85 is pretty likely. So you're going to be making a good 18-19% return. And so, you know, that this is how you buy low and sell high. Let's go over another one real quick. We'll go to LQDT, which is Liquidity Services. This stock right here, again, beautiful run, beautiful stage 2 uptrend, nice high volume, high buying volume, lots of demand, volume dry up. Stuff I'll be going over, I'll be teaching even more about. This is part of my stopper method and my adjusting with risk management and position sizing method. So I have a lot of content that I'm going to be giving you. I'm giving you a ton of knowledge right here. So where you're going to be placing this trade is at $19.17. This is going to be your buy low point, okay, your pivot point. And as you can see, if you would have bought at $19.17, let's say you put in an alert for this stock to, if it touches $19.17 and you buy it and you set that alert and you get that alert and you go ahead and buy it, well, guess what? I mean, you're making, you know, you're making over a 30% return within one day. And that's serious because I've done that a few times. And this is the concept of buying low and selling high. So a couple of trades that I've made, I'm going to go over real quick. I'm going to show you. This is how you buy low, sell high. So this is CDNA, healthcare, Caredx, it's healthcare provider. So I bought this stock. I set an alert at $35 and I think 16 or 27 cents, somewhere around there. I set that point, and I got the alert, you know, that day as it was breaking out, and I went ahead and bought. Well, if you can see, I mean, this stock ran really fast, and it ran over, you know, 50, you know, nearly 55% within, you know, 9 days. And yeah, that was a beautiful profit. It was a beautiful trade. Everything was right, and this is how you buy low, sell high. That's your low point right there. That's your low price. So let's go on. So another thing, like, so it would be right here. So like your low point would be at 74.86. If you were to buy right there, well, I mean, you're not really moving into too much profit, but I mean that would be your concept of buying low right there. Would be at $74.86. So let's go on to another trade that I made, which is GOGO. GOGO, I placed this trade here. I bought right here and around. Let's see where this pivot point is. This pivot point is at $10.49. So we would be buying right there at $10.49. That's where I got my alert. Boom, breaks out, and within a few days we're making up nearly 59%. And what an awesome trade again. So that's the concept, like I said, of buying low, selling high. FLGT. This is a base, nice base. I bought here at around 54.10 or so. That's where I set it for my alert, and the stock breaks out, boom, moves up. This is buying low. So I mean, It's absolutely beauty when you start to understand the concept of buying low and selling high. Like I said, my selling high, I'm a little chicken, so I take my profits a little quick. Like I said, my stops, I'll place them anywhere from 3 to 5%, and I'm looking for anywhere from 10 to 20% in return. So I'll take it right there. Like Mark Minervini says, I like to hear the cash register ring. Same thing. And that's how that goes. And US Steel, I place this one right here. This is another concept, again, of buying low, selling high. So your buy low is going to be around $20.34 once it breaks out. As you can see, this was a pretty good move within a few days. I think it was, let's see here, from the close around nearly 20%. So in a few days, I mean, it's a lot of money. That's a lot of money to be made. And if you understand that concept of buying low, selling high, which I just showed you, you will make some good returns. I am in the process of working on my webpage, and as I get that out, and it's going to be subscription based. So if you want to join, you can join. You can subscribe. You will be getting a list of stocks every day with it's not my recommendations, but it's the stocks that I believe that I have a high what do you call it, a high intuitive sense that through logical, through rules and logical thinking, that are going to give you profits quickly, and you'll be in profit territory pretty quick. And that could be within the day, within a few days. So there's going to be a lot of material that I'm going to be giving you when you come to subscribe. So like I said, I'm still in the process of making this website, and of course it's called thespeculatorsedge.com. You're going to get tons of information, and of course I'm going to be posting more educational videos. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and as I do more videos, I hope you enjoy them. That's what. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get off here. Thank you for watching.